Hey guys, welcome back to Backcountry Amateur Radio. Thanks for joining me here. I am on Mount Wolverine, designation November uniform 027. Just activated it, got about 7 contacts on 20 meters, 14.315, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, more about that in a minute. I just want to give station kind of an update here at Backcountry Amateur Radio. I've been busy just with live, so this is my first Summits on the Air activation. I've not been out as much as usual. It's been good because I've been being a father, and it's just amazing to do that. So I miss my kid right now even. But anyhow, there's a helicopter flying down there. I don't know. Yeah, it's not worth it to try to see that. On that note, search and rescue has been really busy across the West. A lot of people getting lost, injured in places, and doing what I'm doing out here, just hiking. People get caught up in some really dangerous situations as a result of poor navigation. So, guys, stay safe out there. Plan your routes, know your maps, know your zones, and even be careful with familiarity. That's one thing we talk about. Just avalanche study, because that's one of my other hobbies, is to study avalanches. Familiarity can get you in trouble, because what you're apt to do is go in a little less prepared. Anyway, think about that. I want to note that I'm working on my amateur extra. I don't know why, but I think the challenge of learning the content was more interesting than having the extra bandwidth. And I'm also working on doing CW, because let's face it, if you're Summits on the Air, these radios, man. I know there's some good QRP radios for voice that are pretty light, but when I look at those mountain toppers, gosh, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I'm struggling my way through the LCWO.net website. It's actually really good. I've learned 10 letters. So hopefully it's an evolution, I guess, right? You get better and better at it as time goes by. Update on the Radioddity GS-5B. Cool concept, but people are still having trouble with that. I think it's the FTDI chip in the programming cable they got. The driver was overwritten by Windows, and so I'll post a link to a downloadable PDF in order to reset or reprogram the driver for the FTDI chip so that it continues to work with the GS-5B, because let's face it, it's a pretty good radio. The GM-30 that I've also got that I haven't done a whole lot with. I want you to know that that's kind of a cool radio. It is not a 5-watt radio, at least not the one that I have. I'm messing around with antennas, but at this point I'm kind of done buying antennas for GMRS, so if anyone feels like sending one my way, reach out and I'll send you a backup pair or something. Or ARRL Field Day, I'm going to be at an archery event down in southern Utah in a place not quite as rugged, but definitely just as high as this, just above Beaver, a place called Eagle Point. And that's going to be a fun archery event, and then I'll get on the radio probably at night for 3 or 4 hours before bed. Wake up, go shoot the arrows again, and but either way, I hope to catch some of you on the air. That'll be a lot of fun, and so that'll be the field day for me. Hopefully I can catch a few of you. So anyway, I'm gonna get probably packing up here. All right, so a little bit of info on this station. Running the Yaesu FT891, which is a huge radio with too much power, and it's actually utterly ridiculous to carry that on a battery that can accommodate it within reason up to 10,600 or 700 feet. I mean, you can see how high it's pretty crazy. Anyway, got that connected. This is the KM4ACK antenna. I've tuned it so it works super well on 40 and 20 meters. And I want to show you this adaptation, or just being kind of what I need to do. You can see it's a little sticky, but I redid the toroid wrap, put a little bit of heavier tape around the core so that the enamel wasn't touching the core, because it was actually causing a short. When you short out your core, your toroid doesn't perform the way it's supposed to, and no matter how you tune your antenna, it's not going to work the way it should ideally. So I did that, tightened some things up. Probably now I need to go down, like put some hot glue down and fasten things, but I've got about, if it comes to 67 feet, I've probably about 65.5 feet of wire here. It's kind of cool because this is actually right about at the summit. What you're hearing is actually people on the local repeater on the HT there. But I actually talked to somebody in New York using 15 watts, and yeah, it felt pretty good. He was doing a Parks in the Air. A lot of people out in Kansas, even some people in Arizona. What surprised me about Kansas was that I've got this oriented about 180 degrees south, 0 north. So definitely getting some extra reach out of there. I was hoping I might get someone from Canada, but I got to a point where after 7 contacts, I didn't hear anybody else for a while. The Reed and Benson Ridge, which right there on my fingernail, that'll be one of my next objectives here. But that's a good big day. So that'll be fun though when I can get up there and do that. Climb 2,000 vertical feet to get to the top. But man, this is rugged coming out of here. It's rugged going up. Some of the route finding was ridiculous. Trails are kind of scattered all about. People behaving like mountain goats. That's what you have to do to get up here. I've never been up here in the summer. And doing an activation is a good reason to get out, hike, and go a place that I only ever have been in the winter. And you know what? It's a shame we've only been here in the winter, even though it's beautiful. This is something different. Being up here in the summer, there's no people. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, you got to watch your footing out here. Loose rocks everywhere. The trail is formed by probably just a handful of folks. It's kind of an ultra runner's playground here. So that's what you're dealing with as far as terrain. And it's very, very alpine. There you go. So this is our rugged trail. We're just still over 10,000 feet here, probably 10.4. And I mean, what a beautiful place to be out activating a summit. So packed the Burley Stock Bandit H31, and this has been a beautiful bag. I mean, all I really have was a little bit of food, a little survival kit, Camelback bladder, and you know, I have a lot of faith in those things, probably because I know the production specifications for them. They make military grade equipment. Anyway, H31 Bandit is a beautiful pack for this job. Keep it light, lightweight pack, even though I'm carrying the FT891 and battery. Just ridiculous radio to have up here. Look at that noise floor. Gee, that's so nice. I mean, obviously got noise, but it's just low.